We're back. Another episode of the Great Minds Think Alike live stream brought to you by GMTA Media, trusted source for hip hop, sports, and entertainment. And we're your hosts, Nov, and my brother Orlito. What's the good word, my brother?
What's going on? What's going on, man? Been a little busy week, kind of, for the most part. Eventful. How about yourself?
Yeah, the same here. Eventful. Got to we were just speaking about it before we went on there. Got to check out our brother Joey D's spot. The spot he's a part of that team over there on MLK North Avenue, I believe, right? Or,
Yeah.
yeah, summer of '85, if I'm not mistaken. Dope spot. I believe you were there Friday. I was there last night. Share your
Yep.
experience, bro. What you thought of the joint?
Man, I think it's freaking it's lovely. It's like whole bunch of like Y word, beautiful, or that's not a Y word, but lovely. Damn, I'm not a bunch of Y words. Hold up. It's lovely. It's fantastic. It's fucking great. Like when you walk in there, it was like I went in there Friday for a little bit. I chopped it up with Joey, and I was telling him like, man, it's crazy because like when you're in here, you don't feel like you're like I had posted a little walkthrough, and my guy was like, "Where are you at in Chicago?" I was like, nah. You know what I'm saying? And it was like what I was telling him was like I felt like the vibe, it don't make you feel like you in Milwaukee or where you're at. You know what I'm saying? When you're in there, you feel like you're in a whole different like space. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a vibe. Dope ass artwork on the walls. You know what I'm saying? Dope lounging spots. You know, it's fucking it's awesome, bro. Like if you haven't checked it out, you know, I don't know when it already did the soft opening.
Yeah, it's been this weekend been a soft opening. They have the grand opening this weekend coming up, Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, man, definitely go check it out. It's definitely a vibe. Nice chill. They got the outside spot with the little I think they're called egg chairs. I
Umbrellas.
think that's what
Oh
my
yeah.
girl told me that they're called. Yeah. They got the and it's a big little outside, you know what I'm saying? Got the downstairs, the arcades, space, the DJs, got a DJ, a bar downstairs. They got food till like 1 o'clock in the morning. Uh Man, they got damn near everything you need is right there. And I literally live 5 minutes away. I told Joey D, we finna be neighbors, bro. You finna see my face. Like I'm finna be this gonna be I'm just gonna come over here like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, they gonna have I think he told me that was during the daytimes they gonna have breakfast and brunch and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That shit is so yeah, I'm really excited. I'm very proud.
Yeah.
Of their accomplishment and man, shout out to them. It's a beautiful spot, it's a beautiful scene, it's a beautiful look, and yeah, man, shout out to Joey D and Martha, man.
Joey D and Martha.
Let's go.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. You're looking for a place to hang out, looking for a place to eat, looking for a place to
Yeah,
play arcades, anything. You want
yeah,
a nice chill vibe in the patio, check out Summer of
yeah,
'85. I would like to say maybe lower north side of Milwaukee, not east side, right?
yeah. It's like
MLK North.
yep, MLK North before it's like right before Pete's Market, right before the lights, right before you get to North. You know what I'm saying?
The
Um,
old Skybox for
right,
those familiar
right
with
by yep, the
Skybox.
old skybox, right by the pepper box or pepper
Mm-hmm. Yep.
pepper pot by the pepper
Yep.
pot. Yep, right
So
next to the
yeah.
pepper pot. Yep, and it got its own parking too. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes that could be a fucking hassle when you go out or you want to go out and you want to go chill or whatever, and you like man, and a lot of the time it be like more of like the because they have like a spot somewhere down. I think it's like on Jefferson and something, but over by like Cathedral Square, it's like
Yep.
a spot down there where they got like a whole little section where it's nothing but like I think you have to be like 25 and up or something in order to get into those bars or something. So it's like that type of vibe. So I think that that's dope as well.
Shout out Nick the Beast.
Yeah, shout out Nick the Beast.
Um, Let me see what else I wanted to. Okay, yeah, we shouted out Joey, Martha. Um, but I want to give a special shout out to my niece Raya, baby girl. You strong, baby girl. Much love. And
Yeah,
sister-in-law
for
Fiona,
sure.
shout out to you as well. And Pops as well, man. Pops be watching the show here and there. I know that. So shout out to Pops, man. Love.
For
In
sure.
boxing news, not much to cover. In 2 weeks, we will be talking that shit because the big fight. But it has been
Whew.
agreed. Jared Ennis signs a deal to fight Virgil Ortiz for his 154-pound strap January
Mm,
2026. I look forward to
nice.
that, man. I think Virgil Ortiz, they both need each other right now. As far as they need a big
Hmm.
fucking win, and that's a good look.
Right.
What's your thoughts on
Yeah,
that
that's
fight
gonna be
and
nice.
how you see
That's gonna
that
be
shit
dope.
playing out?
Because I like Ennis. You know what I'm saying? I heard he was wasn't he the same dude that was like sparring with Canelo, supposedly?
Mm-hmm. Get
Yeah.
them ready for this
Supposedly
one.
gave him a black eye.
You sent them home, I heard.
Yeah. I would that's a good person to like if you want to get ready to fight Bud, that's a good person to be fucking sparring
Mm-hmm.
with.
He picked the
You know
right
what I'm
person,
saying?
bro. Picked the right
Yeah,
person for sure.
for sure.
Um, I I don't know. I think Jaron Ennis got boots. I think he got the
Yeah.
skills to pull it. I think he got the skills to pull off
Y-
this one.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. I see him being around, you know what I'm saying, like doing his thing. Um yeah, I was gonna say something, I forgot. But
Yeah, but we most definitely the week before make our prediction. Actually, that'd be next Sunday. We'll be making our prediction for the Canelo Crawford fight, and then we'll be going live the day after for the recap. I look forward to that. I like the big fights because we get in debt on our show. We really don't be getting in debt on the fights because there haven't been a
right,
big fight in a minute. But I look forward to
right.
that shit.
I want to know what the odds are because Crawford is the underdog, right?
And I got Crawford like a motherfucker.
Yeah, me too. I want to know how much of a odds he is. Like you know what I'm saying? What are the odds type shit? Like how much can you win off of what? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna have to go to the pot and see what's up. The underdog get paid out more, so
Yeah, for tuning in. This is our new home. Sunday nights. Um, we will make sure we don't interfere with your football. It will be live
yeah,
streaming. We make sure we'll be live streaming before or after the Packer games because we are from Wisconsin. But outside of that, my brother already got Panorama and he's working on other things. We got other things developing that will take out some of the will replace our Thursday nights, Wednesday nights, and whatnot. But Sundays are new home. And I ain't
yeah,
gonna lie. Um, Last week, congratulations, Orly. It might not mean much to nobody, but to me, it means a lot because it's hard to get views on YouTube. Last week's video was our fastest to 100 video to 100 views video that we ever did on YouTube. Usually takes
nice.
7 days for us to get 100, bro. We were at like 98 within 2 days. So shout out to us, man, and shout out to y'all,
Yeah,
man.
shout and, sh- and shout out to y'all for sure for
For
tuning
sure,
in. And,
man.
you know what I'm saying? Just fucking leaving comments, engaging, and just giving us something to talk about, like conversate back with y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's really what we do it for. I mean, because like no said, me and bro could do it. I mean, we used to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we used
We
to.
hit each other up randomly and be on the phone for like hours and hours just talking about all type of shit. Like man,
Yup. I'll be looking forward to this one day of the week where I can talk to my brother and y'all happen to view the conversation. You know what I mean? But
right?
appreciate
Yeah,
those
and
that
be
go
no, I was gonna tell you, Bibito was telling me because I guess like footballs on Sundays or something. He was saying something about like 6 p.m., like no sooner than 6 p.m., but no longer than 8 p.m. So right in between that pocket is because I don't really know when football starts, like the times like that myself. You know what I'm saying? But I guess he's really diehard true football fan. He'd be on that. So he had kind of filled me in on that. So I thought I might let you know that as well.
cool.
So the
Most
viewers,
definitely.
now y'all know as well, like it would always be within that, time range once football season do start.
Because, yeah, we ain't trying to interfere with America's sport.
Right. Especially with that shit that been going down with the Packers. I guess they got like I'm not, I'm not like a super big into like keeping up with football like that. But I guess they got like some quarterback that used to play for the Cowboys or something like that. I guess it's like a game changer. So I
He
seen
played for
everybody geeked
who?
up about that. So he used to play for the Cowboys, but he came and signed a deal with us. So
Cowboys ain't win shit in forever. How am I supposed to
yeah,
be
yeah.
excited about that one? I'm just playing. I'm
At least
just
it was. At least it wasn't the Bears.
facts. All right, let's get into some music news. We're gonna be brief because we got some of the topics are heavy, but Big Boy set to release a washing machine that every time you put your clothes to wash, it's gonna play so fresh and so clean.
On
Genius.
what?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Um,
that's pretty funny.
so we talked once in a blue moon about Two Chains and not just him, but guys like Two Chains, Ludacris, and Killer Mike, the flowers they don't get when they bring up Atlanta's great. And it seems like we ain't the only ones because Little Duval has a questions for us all. Why y'all don't ever acknowledge Two Chains when y'all talk about Atlanta goats? Um,
Damn.
out of Atlanta, he ain't never did no flaw shit publicly, and I agree.
Yeah,
Um,
I do too.
Two Chains, one of the nicest that ever come out of Atlanta.
Yeah, he is nice.
Very
He almost what
underrated.
he do almost seem and almost what he do it just fit what like his style and he almost do it perfect. He always gonna say some witty shit, some funny shit, some shit that make you laugh. You know what I'm saying? Just clever.
What I love the most about Two Chains is the reinvention from Titty Boy to Two Chains. You know,
Yeah,
and that's something that don't get discussed either, right? Because we talk people always talk about like, man, Prodigy from Mob Deep stood out because of that, Nori from CNN, etc. Right? But dude, Two Chains from Player Circle, him and I forgot the other guy's name, but he comes from a duo himself and one of the biggest out of Atlanta to me, like because he had his own show on YouTube where the most expensive is shit,
yeah, yeah.
the most
That used
expensive
to
is
be
shit,
funny.
So I don't know, man. I, I don't think none of these guys is fucking with Two Chains. None of these new guys from the last 10, 15 years is fucking with Two Chains. I think the only one I'll put up there with him is JID because JID's a nasty motherfucker on the mic too.
Yeah,
But What's your thoughts on that, man? How do you feel about Two Chains, and does he get his just due?
No, he doesn't. And Two Chainz is dope. Like like I was saying earlier, he just there's something about his styles like fresh and witty and I don't know. It's just funny. You know what I'm saying? The shit that he be saying, it got like he got like character to him. You know what I'm saying? And the ad libs and everything. He just everything that he does with like in the style that that he raps and shit. It's like he got it like down to a T. You know what I'm saying? But you're right. A lot of people don't ever. He's not mentioned like that. It's crazy because now that you said that, I'm trying to think like, damn, that's crazy. Like people don't really be we be overlooking two chains like that.
We don't,
And he
because we
nice.
talk about him. We talk about him. We most
I,
definitely do.
yeah, but I mean, as far as like, you know what I'm saying, like that, you know what I'm saying. At least I do. I kind of feel like I had kind of overlooked when we talking about like Atlanta and shit. He kind of gets overshadowed by a lot of other people before we end up thinking of him.
That's
At
true.
least for me.
Okay. No, that's true. He do get overlooked. There's a lot of Killer Mike and Ludacris, and I think we explained well. I what's the word? Um, I elaborated my opinion on that where I said since he was concerned to showing the world he could rap while Atlanta was building that trap sound, you know what I'm saying, creating their own. I think that's why they get overlooked, Ludacris, because Ludacris was out here rapping like rapping. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
What up, gang? We were
Oh, what
just
up,
talking about
Joey?
you.
Yeah, we
Cincinnati,
was, son.
congratulations, bro. Congratulations
Congratulations.
for sure. Hold on a second, I forgot.
Yeah, let's
Yeah, no,
go.
I appreciate the invite, bro. Beautiful spot, bro.
Yeah, beyond beautiful. It was fucking awesome.
Um, so Snoop faces. Hold on, before I even make that statement, I'm not gonna let y'all fucking back my Unc Snoop into these corners just for nothing. But anyhow,
Oh yeah, I think I know where you're going with this.
Snoop Dogg faces backlash after explaining to his grandson a scene he's seen in a movie. The scene
Yeah.
happens to be a lesbian scene, if I'm not mistaken. And I guess the grandson asks him, what is
Why were
that?
these two girls having a baby or something like that? He
Yeah,
didn't
and
know how to
Snoop Dogg,
answer.
yeah, and he faces backlash because he said, "Do we have to put this in cartoons? Do the kids gotta see this?" And I agree with him. I'm not against nobody's the way they want to live their life, right? I'm not against people's lifestyle, but man, we raising children. Let them develop their own, you know, opinions and whatnot. Don't force them. Don't force feed them that shit. You know what I mean? Um, and
Hmm.
he faces backlash. He might lose his gig as the voice. So they backed him to a corner. He
That's crazy.
apologized. They backed him to a corner. And this morning, I read a statement where he said, "Well, teach me, teach me how to learn because I'm not perfect." Um, again, my opinion is, I get it. Movies, I get it. We're adults. Some of us could handle seeing that shit. Some of us don't want to see that shit, but some of us can handle seeing that shit. But I don't think children should, in no way, shape, or form, be exposed to that. Exposed to that, drugs, guns, in any of them cartoons. Your thoughts on that, bro?
Hmm. Yeah, no, it is kind of wild because uh first off, he just saying something from like his own experience. You know what I'm saying? Like how can you get mad at somebody or like back some make somebody for if they just that he just was like speaking his truth from what the experience that he went through with the movie, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't understand why people are so mad about it. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just saying what happened, how he felt about it. Da da da. This happened. My grandson, whatever, asked me this. I wasn't ready for them type of questions. Da da da. I ain't come here for this shit to be sitting here and wanting to explain. You know what I'm saying? This type of shit
Yep.
to a kid. When I didn't come here for that. I just came here to watch a movie that I thought was just gonna be like a family uh cartoon, type of movie or whatever. So what's wrong with saying that though? You know what I'm saying? That's the part that's weird to me. It's like how y'all sensitive for a dude just explaining what like his experience. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. So
I
that's
guess
first.
also,
That's wild. Yeah, that's wild. Number one, and then number two is like kind of like how you was saying, or how Noah was saying, kind of like I kind of feel like that, about you could if you're gonna put it in anything or any of that stuff, because that is something. What do you? I guess what do you say? Like something in our reality, right? That's something in our reality now. So like if they put it in movies or things like that, we adults, I guess, whatever. But because we already got our own opinions and whatever our shit in, you know what I'm saying? So and we already developed in our mind to know however we may feel like a
have
grown
an
person knows
understanding.
rather than a kid. Yeah, rather than a kid. So I think that that's kind of where I don't really like to see that type of weird stuff in kids movies neither. Not that the stuff that they do is weird, but I think that it's weird when you put it inside of like a kids movie because I just feel like what is the purpose or what is like the intent behind that if it's a cartoon or for the kids or whatever. Like I don't see what the reason for something to be, and I don't just feel like that just about like I feel like that all the way around the board. Like I don't think like they should show anybody like having a baby, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's for kids, you know what I mean? But I mean, eventually they're gonna grow up and be curious about that type of stuff. But like you said, let them be kids. You know what I'm saying? Let them have their little imagination of what they got and what they're doing right now, and later on down the line, that becomes something that you get into. Then just go, as the time goes. Don't be trying to force it. You know what I'm saying? But
Yep.
yeah, that's wild that he would get ridiculed about that for
Yeah,
like
I
just
hate
saying
that
what his
shit.
experience was, his experience.
I hate that shit
That's
because
like asking me, oh, how was Olive Garden, and I'll tell you, oh, well, shit, it was disgusting. Like the lobster was overcooked, the chicken was this, the chicken. Like you gonna be mad at me because you asking me how I felt, so I'm telling you my experience. You know what I'm saying? Why am I gonna get battered about that now? That's wild.
dude, right there, I'm gonna end it right there. That was perfectly put, my brother.
Yeah.
Shout out Reno to Dawn, brother.
Yeah,
This is our
Reno.
new. We're here. We're here now on Sundays. This is the new home, and
Man, I
we're
can't wait.
gonna
When's
be.
the pizza? When's the pizza coming?
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna have to have a pizza party because we're gonna have our
Yeah.
50th episode. We're approaching our 50th
I,
episode, and we're gonna figure
I'm
out
gonna take the
something
bite of
good.
pizza like this from sideways and show how long the cheese stretch.
Love, brother. Um, so speaking of Snoop, there's drama in the LBC. There's drama at Death Row Records because Daz Dillinger went on Instagram yesterday and said, "Fuck Death Row Records." Sincerely, your cousin Dad. Sincerely, your cousin Daz. Then he wrote Snoop Night, new album. coming
Snoop Nutty. Oh, he
coming
got jokes,
September 9th.
eh?
Yeah,
He on a roll. That's a good
yeah.
one.
Fuck Death Row back into
Snoop
city.
Nutty.
Your cousin Daz Snoop Knight. uh, so the federal government has recommended that Boosie does 2 years in prison after pleading to possession to the firearm as a felon.
Jeez.
He was facing up to like 15 to 20 years, so he caught a break, man.
Yeah, he did. It just sucks.
Yeah, I wish he didn't have to do more time. I
Boosie.
like Boosie.
Yeah.
He's one of them dudes that I like him as a person. I just don't care for his music, but Boosie, I like his personality.
Mhm.
Um, Jim Jones welcomes his big homie Mel Matrix after serving 7 years on that 6ix9ine case back 7 years ago.
Oh shit.
That's the dude that was on the wiretap talking about super violating six
Super
nine and
violate, right, right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So welcome home, Mel Matrix.
When are all of those when are all of those guys projected to come out? Like the rest of those guys, like what was his name? Treyway,
Shoddy,
whatever.
Shoddy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think dude did 7 out of 15, so probably like good like 5 more years, probably 5 more years for Shoddy.
Was it true that they uh something with 6ix9ine's girl or something? Wife or chick?
The recent shit about a week ago. Oh,
Yeah, about like something about somebody
yeah,
getting got.
yeah. That was a YouTube influencer female that he was
That
close
was
with, or that he had a
that was real.
relationship with. Yeah, that was real, but not Treyway wasn't involved with that.
No, not that. Yeah, no, but
But it
but
was
that
real.
was real. Like
Yeah,
that
that was
girl
real.
got, and she was like kind of like, oh damn, that's wild.
Look, Um, let me see. Little Nas X last week lost his
I
motherfucking
don't know what.
marbles.
Yeah, bro, he sure did. He
He
sure
lost his
did.
marble, hit the strip in his undies.
Yeah,
Got into it with
and the
some cops.
rhinestone boots. Some
Yeah,
rhinestone boots.
you know what?
That
So
shit.
he facing 4 felony charges. His bail was 75,000.
But what did he do? What was like? He's getting in trouble for what? For what did he do that night? That?
That and got into it with the cops.
Oh, for real?
Assault. He got like a physical assault charge. But
Oh
what's
man, what the heck?
But but I swear I thought he was drunk or high. The
No,
toxic report
he.
the
It
toxic
said it wasn't.
he was sober.
Get
He's,
out of here. Oh, he is possessed then.
that devil he was dancing.
Bro, what the heck? What the heck? There's no sane person that ain't under no type of influence or not doing something like that. Unless either that or I don't want to say like that. I don't mean it like that. I'm sorry. I don't mean he's crazy, but he might got like some mental health issues, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
He's in too deep. He's
got
in
to
too deep.
gotta be, bro. Because I swear, I
Yeah.
saw that video. I'm like, this guy's high out of his mind. The reports came back
Yeah.
sober. You know?
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I was like, yeah, that's what I thought. Like, oh yeah, he tripping hard. But nope, that's not what it was. That's crazy.
5 years after Mo 3's death, Yellow Beezy is set to face trial February 2026. He was arrested a few months back, released on bail. Um, and you know they he's asking the judge to get him off house arrest where he could go earn some income because basically being on house arrest and trying to fight this murder case is basically liquidating his assets. But yeah, the judge ain't trying to hear that shit. He's
That's
accused of
crazy.
paying hitmen to kill Mo three and that vicious assault on the freeway. So
Hmm.
yeah, one more bit of news and get into some topics. we're um we're big advocates here of Latin sensation artists from Puerto Rico, Bad Bunny. Um, Anytime that man says something, does something, we will cover it. And for those who haven't tapped into Bad Bunny, his last album will be a perfect album to check out. Debería tirar más fotos. He taps into the culture, taps into politics, taps into lifestyle, gentrification,
Yeah. Gentrification. Yeah.
everything. That album is a perfect album. For those who don't understand our island, it's a perfect album, an introduction to our island. But for those who be attending Emory University, will have the privilege to take on a course covering Bad Bunny. Yes,
Mm.
indeed. Emory University will be offering a course on Bad Bunny and is full analyzing his music to examine the Puerto Ricans' politics, cultures, and U.S. colonial influence.
That's what's
Great
up.
news. Yep, I most
Shout out
definitely.
to Bad Bunny.
Now I got to get the Drake. So, the Drake news. Um, Wonder, Boy Wonder has a question for us. Saying, what do ninjas that hate? Well, first of all, I don't hate Drake, but he has a question for those who hate Drake. What what do ninjas that hate Drake listen to when things are wrong? LMAO. What do ninjas on the other side play when they're trying to have a vibe? I'm curious. So I'm gonna tell you something, boy. One man. Usually it's some R&B. It's not Drake. It's not Kendrick. It's not Future. I might throw in some Trey Songs, some Chris Brown. I'm old school. You know what I'm saying? But that was a stupid question. What's your thoughts on Boy One, Boy One, Boy Wonder?
uh, Man, there's a lot of people that you can vibe to. It's just that that's what the mainstream is pushing. You know what I'm saying? Is that I ain't paying that much money for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Trying to recoup that shit. So, like, you could go and you could look for other people you could catch a vibe with. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on the mood that you're looking for. Um, um, Shit. I listen to 38. I listen to Benny. I listen to Don Tripp. I listen to Wiz. Um, what else? Um, I mean, the clips right now because they just dropped that thing.
Best
Been on
album in
that.
forever.
Yeah.
That's the best album in
Joiner.
forever.
Yeah, Joiner. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that you know what I'm saying you could listen to.
No, but
That
what
when
he
they
meant
drop something,
was
you excited or like
what he meant
did you catch it?
was what do you listen to around your shorty, like around your girl? That's
Oh, okay, okay.
when things are wrong.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's it. You like how you said Chris Brown. Chris Brown's like the first person you think of.
Yeah,
Chris Brown. Um, And the
Us,
crazy thing about that, the even more crazy thing about that is like a lot of the time we going back. You know what I'm saying? We listening to like the old school R&B shit. We not even listening to like,
yep.
you know what I'm saying? Like we'll put a couple Trey songs or whatever in there, but mainly you gonna go like, I hate to say it, but you're gonna listen to some R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna listen to some R. Kelly. What else? Like all of that's the genuine, from back in that era, like that the what they call the making music. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, all of that type of all of those artists from back in the day. That's what mainly you would listen to, but I see what he mean. I guess I know where he kind of trying to go with it is like because all the girls love Drake and shit. So
He's asking the wrong questions when about Drake at this moment. He needs to ask: is Drake the only artist that been in a courtroom with lawsuits? He needs to ask the right questions. No, I understand that's his boy, and I get it. But on to continue with some Drake. 42 Doug made a statement that was kind of like, I wish I had to. Actually, I do. Actually, I do. Hold on a second. Okay. So 42 Doug states, I knew our ass was out when these motherfuckers turned on Drake. Drake put on 400 ninjas and counting, and they can say fuck him. Oh, street ninjas got zero chance. What's your thoughts on that comment?
so who said that?
42 Doug. What they do, nephew? Shout out Mo Racks.
Shout out Mo Rax. What did he say?
He said, I knew our ass was out when these motherfuckers turned on Drake. Drake put on 400 rappers and counting, and they could say fuck him on fuck him. Oh, street ninjas got zero chance. What does Drake features got to do with the streets?
Yeah, that's weird. So you saying just because somebody do so you saying just because I go and give people turkeys every so you saying just because I go and give the hood turkeys for Thanksgiving every year, but then I go back and poison the hood the rest of the month. Does that make me a good person? You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's wild. Like, so you saying just because he has helped people and put people in positions, but he's done some duck some, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
fuck boy shit. You supposed to like let that pass because of the good that he did, because he giving out turkeys. You know what I'm saying? That shit wild.
Yep.
That shit wild. That's crazy. 42 Doug, you tripping.
Yeah, he gets the boo or the show. Look, Drake, yeah, man, like he did solids for some artists, but they did the same for him too because some of them songs were gonna go regardless. He just jumped on remixes. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but again, what I'm gonna say now is gonna refer to also what we're gonna cover later on. We don't know what goes on behind the scenes until it is exposed, and Drake is not a great guy. Is being exposed, like by some of his,
Mm-hmm.
for like obviously Kendrick laid it all on Euphoria, but even before Euphoria, you seen the likes of French Montana, Rick Ross, who were freaking collaborators with him, starting to act different
Right.
with Drake. So, you know, again, Meek Mill and Drake, we thought they were close, and Meek was the one who exposed it to the world. That so again, we don't know how this guy is behind the scenes, and he's not the only one because in a minute we're going to get into what is the most hottest and controversial topic of the week, and some behind the scenes shit got exposed. You know what I'm saying? But we got one more bit of news. I thought we were gonna cover a end of an era of Hot 97 New York radio, but a lot of things happened. So let me just start off with first Funk Flex, legendary DJ, legendary for dropping bombs on some of the hottest songs to ever bless our ears, announced his retirement after 30 years at the radio station. But
Hmm.
later on, confirmed, well, he's still going to be there, but just at a later hour time slot, right? So that opens up opportunities for the something new, something fresh, right? Um, like 2 days later, DJ Enough announced his departure of Hot 97 after 27 years, but his departure wasn't as sweet as Funk Flex, obviously, because
Mm-mm.
Funk Flex ain't going nowhere. But he tends to believe Funk Flex, he had a hand of his on his exit. Like do had something to do with his release. So Funk Flex, as always, not one to mince his words, says tune into Monday, which was supposed to be his last day this Labor Day, 7 o'clock, new hour. That he got a story to tell. He's gonna take shots at P Rock, who once it was announced Funk Flex was leaving, was happy about it, and he said he's gonna address DJ Enough. What's your thoughts? Well, I would say I would like to hear what's your thoughts of Funk Flex retiring, but that's not the case. It's just Hot, Hot 97 imploded. What's your thoughts on like just Pete Rock for instance? I'm sure. Okay, what I'm trying to say is shit happens behind the scenes, right? That we don't know till it get exposed. I find it ironic, bro, that the week that Funk Flex announced his so-called retirement was the week that Fat Joe and Jada had Ghostface. No, no, not Fat Joe and Jada. My bad. Bootleg Kev had Ghostface on his show, and it revealed that Funk Flex, blackballed Wu Tang Clan from Hot 97. So I found it ironic that in the same week that that was revealed, Funk Flex no longer got the main slot. Um,
Right.
but DJ Enough says, yeah, this guy is Snake got rid of me.
Yeah, he like slided him, right? That's what he was saying.
Mhm.
So he uh so Fun Flex is gonna address all of that tomorrow.
Yep, but I found it crazy
Nice.
because Pete Rock never voiced his opinion on much. He just sits back and does music. He's on a nice run with Common with the auditorium and shit. And he was happy. He was like he's 30 years too late. And I'm sure he's not the only artist. So I look forward to seeing everybody now start expressing stuff about Funk Flex because I won't be surprised he'd be out the door by 2026.
Mm.
All right, let's get into the topic. You're now tuned in
Still talk.
once again to the Great Minds Think Alike, episode 45, Rap Canary's.
Bunch of singing birds.
My bad, y'all. Yeah, bunch of singing birds, man. Um, so it's been a topic since Takashi 6ix9ine. Let me take that back. Takashi Snitch 9.
Mhm.
Um, what we were talking about the Snoop Dogg thing, how that that community, you know, is open and is openly accepted. Right now, we're in a society
Mhm.
where that's accepted. Now, when it comes to this, you know, it's a culture, right, that looks down on this, right?
Mhm.
And being labeled a snitch is one of the two ugliest jackets they could put on a man. Period.
Mhm.
The other one being a sex, whatever.
PDF file.
Correct. Takashi 6ix9ine, obviously hip hop's notorious, most famous snitch. Would you agree with me?
Yes.
So he's the guy who straight up snitch, put a whole crew away, did a year, came out, did music, but you know, and the thing about him, he openly embraced that jacket though. He didn't
Yeah, he sure did, bro. He embraced the heck out of that jacket.
he didn't run away from it.
Nope.
He accepted the terms of what he did, right? But what was crazy about it was he got labeled that, and once he did come out, and whatever he did was his first Instagram video, his first music video, or his first project. People were in anticipation. You know what I'm saying? So I said all that to say this: are we in an era where not just people are more accepting to this, right? But also, are we in an era where people are doing this on purpose because of the likes of Woody, Charleston White, who are, how you say, viral snitches, popular?
Mhm.
What's your
Sammy
thoughts
the
on?
Bull.
Well,
Sammy the
I was
Bull.
gonna bring him up because I believe Takashi 6ix9ine is the most famous snitch since him. Sammy
Since
Duval,
him.
yeah,
Right.
you
And it was
understand?
and it's kind of like their story is somewhat the same, right? Like dude felt he got betrayed or whatever, and then so he
Hmm.
started telling on everybody, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Um.
So,
Yeah.
so I ask you, are we not, uh, not us, but are we in this era where like that's acceptable? Because that used to be an ugly jacket, and that used to ruin somebody.
Yeah. It's it's crazy because you know just like you said, that's like the worst thing that anybody could ever say to somebody is that they got paperwork on it. You know what I'm saying? And I remember back in the day that used to be, you know, Like if you said somebody did something, like that's the way that you have to prove it. You know what I'm saying? And then yeah, it's just not that like it's just wild to think that you know how you're saying it's kind of being somewhat like accepted, like the like there's like this gray area or something. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
an exception. Uh, but yeah, it's wild. I think snitching is snitching, regardless. I think that if you are law-abiding citizen and you is not into any of that type of stuff or claim to be into any of that type of stuff or do any type of, then that's different. But when you put yourself, you know, when you cross that line and you're on that other side of the fence, then you have to take everything that comes with that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's the reason that I feel like I understand like 6ix9ine's little whatever, but at the same time, it's like you put yourself in that position to be with
Yep.
those people because you offer the clout, offer the like the recognition, and you felt it would have been a good look. You know what I'm saying? But then
No,
you bit off more than you could chew, and then you started getting extorted.
goes back to my saying: be careful what you campaign for, because you might get elected.
Right.
Um. So yeah. So 6ix9ine. Um. He was What is it called? What you call it? Like the first of this kind in hip hop, right? I don't want to say the originator snitch type shit. I don't want to say no stupid shit like that. But he's he's the
You the
first.
OG.
He's a, yeah, the
The
OG,
OG Canary.
or maybe
The
not,
OG Canary.
or maybe not, because we're about to talk about it. So
Let's
the
talk
reason we
about it.
brought the reason we talked about 6ix9ine, because obviously he was the first of his kind in this genre, right? That did what he
Right.
did. Okay,
Right.
so this past week, obviously, the biggest story to hit the scene is that Young Thug interrogation audio video that leaked. Actually, there was two of
Boy,
them
oh
that
boy.
leaked. Yeah, and we're gonna talk about it. So 6ix9ine caught his case, right? If I'm not mistaken, it was 2018, 2020.
This is the I don't like 6ix9ine like that, but this is the pocket that I like him in when he start
Talking
being
his
on,
shit.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro, because he kind of is making some type of like points in a sense. You know what I'm saying? The shit that he's saying, like, oh, where's Future? Where's these people? You know what I'm saying? Nobody's not saying nothing now about your boy.
Yep. And yeah, so this this interrogation video dropped with the audio of Young Thug in the interrogation room. So the reason I asked about 6ix9ine 2018, 2020, because this is when he caught this case, right? But this interrogation video of Young Thug was from 2015. So if you ask me, Thugger, Spider, Slime Rat was ratting way before 6ix9ine.
Slime rat.
He was snitching before 6ix9ine. Um
That's crazy.
so you know what's crazy is because YSL just went through this state RICO. He got out, 20-year probation type shit or parole. And the narrative was gonna rat, gonna rat. Um, and to think of it, he did worse than Gunner. All Gunner said, yes, ma'am, YSL is a gang. Yes, ma'am, I was in the car when that gun was found, right? Young Thug was like, man, I'm gonna tell you things, but you can't tell the world.
Right.
Um, talked about one of his associates shooting up Lil Wayne's tour bus. All sorts of shit. He said, "I made promise. Whatever, anything you want to know, I'll let you know, but don't tell the world." Then they gave him their phone number.
Yep.
Um, so all along, dude's on a campaign. I can't stand rats. I can't stand rats. I can't stand
Yep.
rats.
Yep.
And he was the biggest one in their camp, damn near.
Yep.
First, let's talk about what's your thoughts. I want to ask you first your thoughts on this interrogation video and what you know. Obviously, Young Thug, right? And then I want to jump into his response, and then we'll take it from there. What's your thoughts on this interrogation video audio leaking?
What did he get for that? Yeah, we don't even know. Boy.
Bro, this was way before even that RICO charge. This was five
So
years
he got a
before
Rico
RICO.
for that.
No,
He got a Rico
this
for that. Look at that.
no.
No,
Yeah, he
I'm
might
saying like
have.
they followed up on his ass with a Rico after he gave them that information type shit. But that's
Yeah, that's
wild.
probably true.
So so basically he was telling this is before he even got caught with the Rico charge with all that shit. What's his name? Oh, there. So yeah, that's crazy. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. I think he done for it. It's crazy because like there's so many. I wonder what else like he was if you know what I'm saying. What else did he might have been telling? Did
It's coming out. Someone got it in.
or
Someone got it in. It's two videos now out of his
oh
audio of this
shit,
interrogation. I heard the first one. Remember the one I sent you?
yeah.
Another one dropped. Like someone got it in for YSL. Someone got it in for YSL because it's imploded. All sorts of videos of audio.
Damn. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy that he was talking to them boys before all this shit. I mean, that means that probably was like already on his ass and he was just giving them names so to take the heat off of them. You know what I'm saying? It's
He
probably
was
what it
doing.
was. And then eventually that was just like let's just sweat dude. You know what I'm saying? Because he got so much shit going on. I mean, they was putting the pieces together and shit. But then why would they let him go? Is he still telling now? Is he an informant?
I mean, he got 20-year probation. That's critical, but I can see why now.
Right. Keep tabs on
Because
that boy.
I ain't gonna lie. Um, Gunner, I mean not Gunner. Thug's dad, when it was told to the world that Gunner was gonna take this plea, or Gunner took the plea, he told the world, Gunner didn't do no foul to my son. He didn't snitch. Like Thug's dad was the one who said Gunner. Everybody else ran with the narrative, but Thug on a conversation. Matter of fact, we'll talk about it now. On a conversation, with 21 Savage said he told his brother to took a plea too because he didn't want to put his mom through no more shit because his brother just came out from doing 12 years. So you know, a lot of shit behind the scenes that's being revealed. And yeah, this dude was not only talking to the cops, but later on, we're going to talk about a leaked telephone conversation he had with 21 Savage. And I wonder who leaked that. Like, that's some real wives of real housewives of Atlanta shit. Like, Who the fuck is leaking
Mm-hmm.
conversation? It had to be 21, you know. But so Doug responds to all of this shit. He said, and this is why I know it's real, because if it wasn't real, he would have been like, "Yo, that's some AI shit, right?" That's if it wasn't real, that's what you would have said. But it was real because he said they didn't play my interrogation video in court because I helped my brother. He's talking about the guy, Pee Wee, the guy who shot up Little Wayne's tour bus. Then he said, "Stop trying to make me one of these boys. I ain't a rat. Dishonor is death before dishonor these ways." That's his response to the interrogation video.
Mm.
So after that, YSL implode. You brought it up. No, no reaction. Let's talk about the reaction to this video. You brought it up. 6ix9ine. Where's Little Baby? Where's 21 Savage? Where's Future? Keep that same
Mm-hmm.
energy. Um, you know, and it's funny, right? I don't know where I
Mm-hmm.
read it, but it was the funniest shit I read. They were like, whenever this snitching shit was the biggest story this week, that brought 6ix9ine back out because motherfucker, we haven't seen him since 2021 type shit. Like, but he hit a lot of valid points. Like, you know, where is the
Mm-hmm.
same energy? Where is the same
Yeah.
energy? He also said 21 Savage shouldn't be talking about Atlanta politics because he ain't even from this country. 6ix9ine, come on.
Shit.
But Charleston White rips into Young Thug talking about you didn't take the stand, but you told. You know, a lot of people reacting. But who's
Mm-hmm.
reacting is the snitches. There's not.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about. We talked about what was it? We talked about where someone don't take a stance. People were the lawsuit thing about the Drake lawsuit, where why is
Mm.
nobody that means some that we hold to high regard in hip hop is saying anything on this issue because we all know that lawsuit's not cool, right? And I'm wondering why
Mm-hmm.
none of the top street rappers, how come outside from Sauce Walker, obviously, shout out Sauce Walker out from Texas, nobody's taking a stand. Everybody that's talking are snitches. Charleston Wright, 6ix9ine, Woody. Woody said to
Mm-hmm.
Young Thug, Woody, why so
He
Woody told
said,
him, go ahead.
yeah. What he say something like he told them to like kind of stay out of it because the young thug was gonna. He said, if I know one thing about dude, he gonna bring you down with him.
Hmm. And then
That's crazy.
he said, yeah, I'm a snitch, but you a snitch too.
uh,
Yeah, why so exploded, man. And
that's crazy.
so that's the reaction to the interrogation video, right? But a lead conversation between 21 Savage and Young Thug released. And again, the leaked interrogation audio, I could see that being the police. Like, yeah, we're going to bring dissension within. We couldn't try y'all in court, but we're going to see y'all disintegrate in the streets right now. Boom. I can see them doing that, right? But the leaked conversation between him and 21 Savage, unless that was recorded by the feds, man, that's messy. How the fuck a conversation between two grown men gets released to the world to hear? And brother, did you hear any of that audio? Messy, messy, like
Yeah,
some real housewife of Atlanta shit. So let me run it down for you. A lot was said. A lot was said.
Oh
All right. So
boy.
just
And
like
this
I
is
mentioned
between
earlier,
21 Savage and Thugger.
yep. So like I said earlier, he told his brother to take the plea. Um, he explained why he told his brother to take the plea, right? Then I the I ironically he told 21 rappers like Little Baby and Little Dirt jumped the gun by calling Gunner a rat. Um, he also weird on this conversation. He said he wanted a Okay, so he wanted a sandwich Gunner's album, A Gift and a Curse. So he wanted to drop an album on the same day as it and drop an album the following week. So he didn't want Gunner to have no momentum. Um, Also admitted to buying fake streams for Gunner's album for it could become number one on Billboard. So he said he also wanted to use that tactic for himself. He allegedly told he allegedly all of this between him and Savage. Allegedly Gunner took the plea for he could get back to a woman. Um, 21 Savage in this conversation comes to Gunner's defense, talking about I don't feel what he did to hurt you. He also said Doug should have blackmailed Gunner to re-sign the YSL for more albums, 80% of royalties in exchange to clear up Gunner's snitching rumors. Doug
So like
called,
extort them basically.
yep, correct. Doug called Quality Control CEO P a rat and told Baby he can't be preaching about the streets standing next to a rat. Doug also would say he's still mad at Gucci Man for signing him to a bad record deal. Doug also reveals that Gucci signed Quality Control P as an artist before, but dropped him when he found out he told on somebody. Quality Control P responded, imagine some broke ass rat like Thug and Pee Wee trying to run a rat narrative on me and all my ninjas that I love running with these whole ass ninjas. Knowing these ninjas talk about me. I'm gonna say this for the last time. I'm not no street ninja, but I'm tax-paying citizen that's running a business and taking care of my family. All these street ninjas is broke, dead, or in jail. Why do y'all consider to glorify this shit? The streets been dead. Y'all niggas give our city a bad name. And by the way, I ain't never been in no court and no ninjas sat in no interrogation room running ninjas' names, and I don't speak on dead, so I don't care enough to explain the situation. Y'all boys are police. Y'all ninjas mad because y'all not me.
Hmm. Drop mic. Look at that.
Yeah, yeah. So, what's your thoughts on this conversation leaking and some of the shit that was said?
Dang, that's crazy. Somebody do got it out for there. Um, that's wild. Sounds very um, what do you call it? Like uh, sassy. You always hear like, oh, okay, you know. Um, yeah, that's uh, chatty patty and shit.
Man,
But man, yeah, that's crazy. And Wadu was saying that 21 was just kind of just listen, just hearing them out.
Hearing them out, make some like some comments like that little dirt shit stood out to me because they wouldn't they wouldn't have said that shit to Dirk's face. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, right.
You know, Dirk's father spent 27 years in prison over,
Hmm.
so man, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't never want to disrespect the city, especially one that I loved when I went. I love Atlanta, but yeah, man, it got a bad rep right now. They're calling it Rat Atlanta at the moment.
Damn.
Yeah, and you know, I think right now, I think some of the motherfuckers, a lot of them motherfuckers owe Gunner an apology for sure.
Yeah,
But
for sure, right?
yeah, for sure. But to me, it just proves that my guy that's in no horse deserve his position, earned his position, and these motherfuckers is jokes. And I'm talking about Future. Future does it musically. He doesn't do no clown shit. Like you don't hear him trying to rep no gang on tracks and whatnot. They're trying to kill his ops on tracks and shit. I mean, um, he's the one. Well, this shit going on right now, I think Future right now is the one looking the greatest out of all of this shit. Um,
Hmm.
I'm not gonna see him and be like, I'm a big fan of YSL type shit, but you know, I heard some of their shit. Ghana, that drip season, he had a little mixtape series that was pretty decent. Young Thug, I think I was on the boat late, but he wasn't too fucking raw for me to go take a deep dive back into. So I would say it's over for not only YSL, but it's over for the street ninjas of Atlanta because y'all backs against the wall and y'all feet to the fire because y'all stuck your noses in Takashi 6ix9ine business and now that it's going on in y'all city, y'all reserved with the how you say y'all
Hmm.
reserved with your reactions. Future ain't saying shit. 21 Savage ain't saying shit. Little Baby hasn't said shit. And the street shit's over because Little Baby was on a hell of a run. And when this White Silver Diamond happened, you seen him fall back. Now that we
Hmm.
know now we know,
And there was a lot of talks about like a Rico coming his way too, right?
and now that we know, Doug was in there singing like a bird. We, like you said, ain't no telling what he said. We'll soon be finding
Hmm.
out. So, I say all of that to say this. My final thoughts on this, and then I want to have a thought on what I think is going to be the reshaping of Atlanta new sound because it's over with. Doug was the last one. As far as okay, so what I mean by the last one, like YFN Gucci, he went in, did his shit, came out, and we can see whatever he plans to do, he don't plan to try to be in the public as far as on no flawed shit. Doug came out and his first mission was to prove he's a real one and fuck Gunner. And look what happened. You know,
Hmm.
um, this leaked audio interrogation with Doug snitching and this leaked conversation between what was supposed to be two street ninjas was really some girl stuff. I think with this, I think we're about to see or witness a new Atlanta emerge. Your thoughts on that?
Hmm. Um, as far as what you mean, like you think that like these people is like pretty much like the end of them, and there's gonna be some new people to come and take
Yep.
over the scene.
Yep. And
I
guess
can
what?
see that.
And
I
guess
can
who's back
see that.
outside? And guess who's back outside?
Hmm.
Jermaine Dupri. You know, he's the guy who
Mm.
was one of the ones who shaped Atlanta's sound at first. So,
Hmm.
but go
Yeah, I
ahead,
can
bro.
see that because I know Atlanta has a lot of talent, bro. They got tremendous talent. So shit, I could definitely see that. And then, Gucci Man be out here scouting talent left and right.
Yep.
We still got Gucci. We still got, how we said, 2 Chainz. you know, and Future.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, all this made him look like what I've been saying. He's been that whatever. If it's a big three, he was that he was that fourth guy. And you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So um yeah, I don't know. I'm being entertained because that on DJ Academic stream, he had 6ix9ine, Whack 100, and Rollo all on the stream together. Oh man, you gotta check it out. Hilarious, hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to cover that because it was the biggest news story this week, and yeah, man. We back. We'll be back here next Sunday. Your final thoughts on all of this, and take us home, Mana.
Yeah. Final thoughts is I wonder if they and they as in like Young Thug and whoever's like talking, you know what I'm saying? If they're gonna get like the same repercussions that 6ix9ine did eventually, once like whatever else audio comes out or whatever, will he face that same backlash or is he gonna get a pass?
Yeah, there's a lot of selective politics.
Mhm. But yeah, that's today's episode 45, Rap Canary's. Yes. Uh, yeah, I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Hit that subscribe if y'all haven't yet, so y'all can stay in tune with us, and that helps us out, helps y'all out, helps everybody. So yeah, do that. I'm trying to think if there's anything happening that I could say. Uh, uh, Coming up this week. You said because this week ain't nothing, but the following week is the fight, right? So 2 weeks from
Yep.
now is a fight. Yeah, so well, yeah. So we'll definitely be talking about that. But yeah, great episode. We'll see y'all next Sunday around the same time, 7. Uh, It's great minds think alike. Peace.